New research suggests that the side you choose at night after 60 can quietly change how your heart works, how your stomach reacts, and how calm your breathing stays. And many seniors are surprised to learn that one simple turn of the body can decide whether the night becomes restful or uncomfortable. And today we break this down with clear science, so you finally know which position supports your body the most after 60, without confusion, fear, or mixed opinions. Because your sleep is not trial and error. Your body has rules, and those rules shift as the years pass. Scientists now observe that the angle of your heart, the pressure on your chest, the weight on your stomach, and even the direction of reflux depend on which side you choose. And this is why thousands of seniors feel different results, even when they follow the same advice. And tonight, this video gives you direct guidance to avoid irritation, avoid pressure, and avoid the common mistakes that silently disturb deep rest after 60. Stay with me, because the answer is not the same for every person. And the small checks we explain today can prevent the discomfort many seniors report each morning after turning the wrong way. And before we continue, make sure you subscribe so you never miss important research-based guidance designed for your age, comfort, and safety. My dear seniors, when experts study how the body behaves after 60, they often begin with the stomach, because this is where most nighttime discomfort truly begins. And new observations show that the way your stomach sits inside the body changes how acid moves during sleep. And for many seniors, this becomes the key factor that decides whether the night feels calm or whether it brings burning heaviness and disturbed breathing that pulls you out of deep rest again and again. And this is why your sleeping side is not a casual choice, but a decision that shapes your entire night in ways you can feel every morning. In many seniors, the muscle at the top of the stomach weakens slightly with age, and this tiny change allows acid to slip upward when the body turns in certain directions. And experts explain that the right side often keeps this opening higher than the acid, while the left side can let it flow toward the throat, especially when seniors face slow digestion, gas pressure, or meals eaten late in the evening. And this difference matters because your sleep cycle depends on the body staying quiet inside without constant irritation rising upward. Picture a senior who feels fine during the day, but each night experiences a burning cloud rising through the chest and does not know the cause. And one simple shift in sleeping direction can stop that irritation from climbing, because gravity changes where the acid settles and how much it pushes against the weakened muscle. And when seniors choose the side that keeps the stomach calm, they suddenly feel fewer nighttime awakenings, fewer throat irritations, and fewer pressure waves that break the deep stages of rest they desperately need. New research discussions also show that stomach pressure is not the only issue seniors face, because the organs around the abdomen tend to shift slightly as tissues loosen with age, and the side that decreases this pressure becomes the side that supports the lungs, the diaphragm, and the throat in a more natural and relaxed alignment. And this simple alignment change can decide whether your breathing stays smooth or whether small, tight sensations force your body to wake repeatedly without explanation, leaving you confused, tired, and convinced that sleep quality has declined permanently. Experts now argue that choosing the right side can be especially helpful for seniors who experience nighttime heaviness, bloating, or slow digestion, because the position supports the stomach in a way that reduces upward pressure. And many seniors report that switching to this side gives them a lighter feeling in the chest and a calmer pattern of breathing that stays stable through the night. And these changes appear even without medication, because the body simply follows gravity in a direction that prevents irritation. Some seniors, however, may not feel immediate improvement because the digestive system reacts differently depending on diet, hydration, timing of meals, and the level of muscle strength around the stomach. And this is why the right side does not guarantee perfect sleep for everyone, yet it remains the more stable choice for many people dealing with reflux, discomfort, or throat irritation, especially after 60, when internal pressure control naturally becomes weaker and the body needs support rather than challenge. The key message in this first section is simple. Your sleeping side is directly connected to how your stomach behaves and how your breathing stays calm through the night, and seniors who choose correctly avoid the burning rise, avoid the heavy wave in the chest, and avoid the nighttime irritation that steals hours of deep rest from them. And if you notice even small signs of reflux, heaviness, or burning after turning to one side, your body is telling you to adjust your direction, before the pattern becomes a nightly habit. My dear seniors, have you ever felt burning heaviness or disturbed breathing? After sleeping on one side, tell me in the comments, because your experience can guide other seniors who face the same confusion, and your guidance may help someone sleep peacefully tonight. When specialists examine sleep changes after 60, they often study real patterns reported by older adults who struggle with chest pressure, nighttime tightness, and sudden awakenings, and one repeated story appears again and again. Seniors report that turning to the left brings a wave of heaviness across the chest, while turning to the right feels lighter, calmer, and more natural. And this simple observation has encouraged experts to explore how heart position and chest pressure behave when the body lies on each side during long hours of rest. Inside the chest, the heart tilts slightly toward the left, and as age progresses, tissues become more sensitive. And seniors often feel this tilt as pressure or fluttering, especially when lying on the left for long periods. And this is why some older adults feel a pulsing or shifting sensation that they cannot explain. And the moment they move to the right, the discomfort slowly fades because the heart no longer presses forward in the same way, and the chest gains a softer space that supports easier breathing through the night. Recent discussions in sleep clinics also reveal that many seniors with mild palpitations, night anxiety, or chest vibration feel noticeably better when turning to the right, because that direction reduces the weight that the chest wall must carry and helps the diaphragm expand more freely. And this small mechanical advantage can mean the difference between waking often and sleeping in longer peaceful cycles that help the body repair the joints, strengthen energy, and settle the nervous system in a quiet, slow rhythm suitable for older age. Experts also point to the way the lungs behave on each side after 60, because the lung on top becomes easier to expand, while the lung pressed downward becomes slightly restricted, and seniors who sleep on the left may feel extra weight on the lower lung, which can create shallow breaths or sudden tightening, while seniors who sleep on the right often describe a lighter chest, a smoother inhale, and fewer interruptions caused by small bursts of breathlessness that break deep rest at unpredictable times during the night. Surveys from senior health groups show that older adults who prefer the right side report fewer nighttime awakenings, fewer episodes of chest heaviness, and less throat tightness caused by shallow breathing. And these patterns suggest that the most comfortable position is often directly linked to how the lungs and heart settle during sleep. And the right side gives many seniors a more stable and peaceful foundation that supports long hours of uninterrupted rest without forcing the body into stressful adjustments that drain energy. However, no side works perfectly for every single senior, and experts recommend a simple checklist to find your best direction after 60. First, observe whether your chest feels heavy in the first 10 minutes. Second, notice whether your breathing becomes smoother or tighter. Third, check if your throat feels dry or irritated. Fourth, observe whether you feel a light pressure rising upward. And fifth, ask whether you wake suddenly without knowing why, because these signals reveal what your body is experiencing through the night. The more clearly seniors watch these signs, the easier it becomes to choose the side that protects the heart, supports the lungs, and prevents the quiet strain that often goes unnoticed until morning, when fatigue, weakness, and mental fog appear unexpectedly. And by adjusting the sleeping direction according to these signs, many seniors rebuild their natural night cycles and regain the smooth, stable breathing pattern that supports a stronger and calmer day ahead. Have you ever felt chest pressure or sudden breath changes on one specific side? Share your experience in the comments so other seniors can learn from your pattern and understand their own bodies more clearly. As specialists look deeper into nighttime patterns after 60, they find that the body reacts differently depending on how long a person remains on each side. And new observations show that the first 30 minutes of lying down decide whether the night moves toward calm breathing or toward pressure tightness and repeated awakenings, because the organs settle quickly, and whichever side supports them best during those first moments becomes the safer direction for the rest of the night, especially for seniors who already deal with slow digestion, chest sensitivity, or mild breathing limitations that appear with age. Experts explain that right-side sleeping often becomes the more reliable choice for seniors who experience reflux heaviness or throat irritation, because the angle of the stomach naturally lowers acid pressure within the first 20 to 30 minutes, while the left side can allow small waves of upward movement that begin silently and turn into full discomfort later. And this early window matters because once irritation starts, it can disturb sleep for hours and prevent the deep cycles that seniors rely on for memory stability, joint repair, and overall strength. Specialists also discuss how long seniors should stay on each side before changing, because constant switching can disturb the body more than staying steady, and many seniors benefit from remaining on the right side for 1 to 2 hours before adjusting to relieve shoulder stress or hip pressure. And this timing aligns with how the heart, lungs, and stomach settle most comfortably. And this approach limits the repeated internal shifts that can create sudden awakenings, shallow breathing, or unexplained pounding sensations that many seniors report when they turn too quickly or too often during the night. There are also important situations where left-side sleeping should be avoided after 60, such as when seniors experience nighttime palpitations, chest vibration, pressure waves, or short breath moments that worsen on the left, because this direction increases the tilt of the heart and compresses nearby tissues that already become more sensitive with age. And seniors who notice these symptoms should choose the right side as their default position, because it provides a gentler angle that reduces internal load and supports a calmer breathing rhythm throughout the night. At the same time, some seniors may need short periods on the left side if they feel shoulder tension on the right, or if they experience occasional hip strain because the body still requires balanced pressure across the joints. And experts recommend using a knee pillow or small cushion to support the hips when changing sides. And this small adjustment can help maintain comfort without triggering stomach irritation or chest heaviness, and allows seniors to shift safely when needed without losing the benefits of their main sleeping direction. New research discussions remind seniors, however, that each position comes with its own conditions, and paying attention to early signals makes the difference between a peaceful night and a restless one. For example, if you feel heaviness within the first 10 minutes on the left, that is a clear sign to avoid it. If your breathing becomes smoother on the right, that is your body confirming what suits it best. If you notice dryness, irritation, or tightness, shortly after turning, those signals indicate the need to return to the position that reduces internal pressure and keeps the throat calm. This is why experts encourage seniors to create a simple nightly routine, turning to the right first, allowing the body to settle, watching the signals carefully, and adjusting only when the joints need relief, because this method supports internal comfort and prevents unexpected irritation that appears hours later when the body enters deeper sleep cycles. And following this routine consistently helps seniors build a reliable pattern that protects the stomach, reduces chest pressure, and keeps breathing naturally steady through the night. If you find this guidance helpful, remember to stay connected for more research-based health explanations made specifically for seniors. And tell me in the comments whether you prefer the right or left side and what early signals your body gives you when you settle down to sleep, because your experience can help other seniors understand their own comfort more clearly. Older adults often make small nighttime mistakes without realizing how strongly those choices affect the stomach, the heart, and the lungs during sleep. And one of the most common mistakes is assuming that the body will adjust to any position, even if it causes discomfort, because many seniors believe that a few minutes of pressure or irritation will fade on its own. Yet experts explain that when discomfort begins early in the night, it usually grows stronger as deeper sleep cycles start, and this pattern quietly steals rest, energy, and clarity by morning. Another mistake seniors make is choosing a side based on habit instead of body signals. And this becomes a problem because aging changes the way organs respond to pressure and angles, and the side that felt comfortable at 50 may no longer support the body at 60 or 70. And ignoring these changes often leads to morning congestion, burning sensations, or tight breathing that seems random but actually comes from staying on a side that increases internal pressure through the night, causing the stomach to push upward or the chest to feel heavier. Experts also point out that many seniors underestimate the effect of late meals, and this habit can make the wrong sleeping direction even more uncomfortable, because digestion slows naturally with age, and lying on a side that pushes acid upward becomes a major trigger for nighttime burning or throat irritation. And seniors who continue eating 1 or 2 hours before bed often feel the worst effects on the left side, and switching to the right side becomes even more important when digestion is slow or when the stomach remains full as the night begins. Another common mistake is turning too quickly when the first signs of irritation appear, instead of giving the body a chance to settle. and this quick switching can disturb the rhythm of the lungs and diaphragm and lead to sudden bursts of breathlessness that force the body to wake repeatedly. In seniors who rush from left to right or right to left, often report that they feel tired even after spending many hours in bed. And this confusion comes from the body never fully stabilizing in one direction long enough to relax deeply. Experts recommend avoiding these mistakes by creating a simple three-step approach. First, start the night on the right side, even if you shift later. Second, give your body at least 15 minutes to adjust before moving. And third, pay attention to any heaviness, dryness, burning, or tightness, because these signals reveal your best direction. And seniors who follow this method consistently find that their nights become smoother, their breathing becomes calmer, and their chest and stomach remain more stable through the full sleep cycle. Many seniors also benefit from a small mindset shift, understanding that comfort is not about preference, but about alignment. And when the heart, lungs, and stomach settle in positions that reduce internal pressure, the body enters deeper rest without struggling. And seniors who approach sleep with this mindset report fewer nighttime awakenings, fewer throat irritations, and more calm mornings because they choose their side intentionally instead of guessing or following old habits that no longer match the needs of an aging body. Experts also emphasize that shoulder or hip discomfort can mislead seniors into thinking the side is wrong, when in reality they simply need small support under the knees or between the legs, and adjusting cushions allows seniors to maintain the side that calms the chest and stomach while protecting the joints at the same time. And this balance helps maintain comfort without sacrificing the internal stability that supports hours of uninterrupted rest, especially for those dealing with reflux tightness or chest vibration during sleep. Have you ever realized that a small mistake in how you turn or when you eat change the quality of your sleep? Tell me in the comments, because your experience may help another senior avoid the same issue and find a more peaceful night. As seniors look back on years of changing sleep patterns, it becomes clear that the body has been giving clues long before discomfort became obvious and understanding. These clues allows older adults to choose their sleeping direction with confidence instead of guessing, and many seniors report that once they finally shift to the position that supports their heart, lungs, and stomach, they feel a new sense of stability each night. And this stability brings deeper rest, stronger mornings, and fewer doubts about what the body truly needs after 60. Experts often remind seniors that the body becomes more honest with age, and the signals that appear at night are not random, but the result of internal alignment and pressure. And when seniors listen carefully, they begin to notice subtle improvements, such as smoother breathing, fewer nighttime awakenings, lighter chest sensations, and a calmer throat. And these positive changes show that even small adjustments in sleeping direction can rebuild trust between the body and the mind as the years pass and rest becomes more meaningful. Looking ahead, many specialists believe that seniors who consistently choose the right side when facing stomach irritation, chest heaviness, or shallow breathing can maintain a more stable pattern of sleep even as aging continues, because this direction supports internal structures more gently and protects the throat from irritation, the stomach from pressure, and the chest from sudden tightness. And this protection allows deeper rest cycles to form naturally without forcing the body to fight against angles that create unnecessary strain. Seniors who embrace this approach also find that morning routines become easier, because waking from a calmer night leads to smoother mobility, clearer thinking, and steadier energy. And these improvements help seniors enjoy their day with more comfort, especially when walking, climbing stairs, or performing simple morning activities that often feel heavier after restless nights spent on the wrong side. And this connection between sleep direction and daily strength becomes more noticeable with age. An example many experts share is of seniors who believed that left-side sleeping was correct because they heard it years ago, but after switching to the right for just a few nights, noticed that their throat felt calmer, their chest felt lighter, and they woke fewer times during the night. And with this new comfort, they realized that the body after 60 demands a sleep position that reduces pressure rather than increases it. And this small discovery changed their entire approach to nighttime rest. Practical adjustments play a major role as well, because seniors who elevate the head slightly, use a knee cushion, or adjust meal timing discover that these small changes make the right side even more effective at calming internal pressure and supporting longer, deeper sleep. And these supportive habits multiply the benefits of choosing the correct direction and create a quiet, steady environment that allows the body to rest without interruption throughout the night. Experts encourage seniors to apply these insights consistently because routine strengthens the body and makes sleep more predictable. And when seniors follow the same method each night, starting on the right, watching for signals, and adjusting mindfully, they train their organs to settle calmly and avoid the mistakes that once caused irritation, fatigue, or chest discomfort. And this steady pattern brings a sense of control and confidence that many older adults deeply appreciate. Have you noticed any improvements after changing your sleeping direction? Share your experience in the comments so other seniors can learn from your journey and find better rest by understanding how the body speaks during the quiet hours of the night. As we reach the end of this guide, it becomes clear that choosing the right sleeping position after 60 is not about trends, opinions, or fear, but about understanding how gently the body asks for support each night. And when seniors follow the direction that reduces pressure on the heart, calms the throat, and settles the stomach, they reclaim the peaceful rest that aging often tries to take away. And this simple shift becomes a powerful act of self-care that protects strength, clarity, and stability for the day ahead. Many seniors discover that once they listen to the early signals of heaviness, dryness, or tight breathing, they begin to trust their bodies more deeply, and this trust brings confidence, comfort, and a new sense of control over nights that once felt unpredictable and confusing. And as you make these adjustments, remember that your comfort is worth protecting and your rest is worth prioritizing, because each calm night builds a stronger, steadier tomorrow. Thank you for spending this time learning how to support your body with wisdom and intention. And if this guidance helped you understand your best sleeping direction, write in the comments and share what improved your nights so others can learn from your experience and feel safer, calmer, and more supported on their own journey to better sleep after 60.